There you are. Okay, you back away. Good. It's out in the water. Yes! 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 Yes!
Nothing in the bathroom. There's
Where are you going?
I'm looting the house. That's what you're supposed to do.
You picked the spot for me to go to. I went to it, and you're nowhere near it. You told me to go here.
Ready to play some cards?
There.
You told me to go here. I came over here. You're like, but no.
I'm coming over there now.
Arcane Bull underscores here.
I'm trying to find
Did you bring me any moss?
All right already. I've just gotta beat him, yeah?
That's right. Thank you so much.
Morning elusivities. How goes it?
Thank you so much. I love you. I love you so much.
Morning earthquake and air. How goes it?
This is far too many.
Okay, you throw away this one that is behind me. You throw away
the
that
best
one.
Finla. How you doing?
Because that one's bent. You throw away the bent ones. Why do we have more bent ones? Throw away this one. Throw away this one. Throw away this one.
Welcome,
this is a fucking
Whimsical
tooth.
Rosebuds. Pull up
That's
a
an
chair.
acorn. Acorn goes up there, though, for some fucking reason, doesn't it? And then the tooth goes right there. I don't know why we're keeping those.
Sup,
Oh,
Serenade.
fucking Lego brick in the tool drawer. That goes right there. Oh, got a nut. That goes there. Tooth is in the wrong spot. Sorry, my apologies. It goes in the tooth hole.
I need you all to know that, like, when I do my starting soon screen
For this being like
and I hear all these check-ins, it makes me smile like extra big. I love hearing all of you check in during the early stuff. The fact that you all show up so early just, it really, really makes my day. So thank you.
There we go. Spirit. Has anything in mind for us to do?
It's Leeples is here. Good to see you.
I guess would be a start. Heck yeah!
Quick question. Should I add an outline around the things that scroll by so they read better
Lily pads go in the leaf prison.
with the text going by, or should I leave it like it is? Because, like, I like how it looks when it goes past the sky, but when it gets in front of the game, it can be hard to read.
11 people died!
Let me see if I can do that now.
I love and appreciate y'all a lot. I'm gonna go get some food. But that said, I will catch y'all next time. So, see. Through my controller. See ya. Love ya. I'm not meaning to look up her ass. The controller is upside down somewhere under my desk and I got hunted down. I'm sorry. See ya. Love ya. Bye-bye. Why does my character look because I have rabies, OBC. It comes with the clown nose.
Like try saying something now.
Are those my eyebrows or are those my eyeballs?
Yo. Isovel Pixie. How you doing?
Right.
That did make it better already.
Down. Oh, rude.
I just put a little black outline on it. I'll make it purple later.
Crap. Crap.
Right now it's just black because I don't know the hex code offhand.
Ah, wait. I thought I was doing better, but I was...
There is a... It's not an outline, but it's a drop shadow. So there's a very light drop shadow to the bottom right of it now. It's enough that makes it pop just a little bit without being a full outline. What's up, Wim?
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, my turn.
Also, it's time!
Getting probed tonight.
Hello, everyone. I didn't think about the fact that I won't be able to greet everybody who showed up nice and early, because it's gonna push everything horribly off the screen when you all rave from that. But hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a bit since we played some Katamari, and I figured we should play some of that after I saw it mentioned in my Discord. I was like, you know what? I want to play some Katamari, so that's what we're gonna do. But I did really want to say, just as a general thing, thank you so much to everybody who shows up nice and early to these. It means more than I think you realize when y'all do that, so just a huge, huge shout to everybody doing that. Thank you for your support and all that. Now, I did download new DLC. They actually did release DLC. And specifically, me and my Katamari themed DLC. Now, it's minor. They only added 5 songs. They added 5 songs. But they also added a bunch of presents. Not like a ton, but like they added the little candy wrapper thing. They added the kite, and they added the little rings. Or I think the rings were already in there, but they added the kite, and they added the little candy wrappers, which were in the original. In Me and My Katamari, and then they added the mouth tape and the lollipop. And then they added the little wings, which I love the wings. That was something I used a lot. And I believe they added these and the car. So yeah, they added a couple accessories. It was like a $10 DLC, I think. So it was a simple little thing, but they did add actually an update. So there is a possibility of new levels at some point, and I'd be really excited to see that. But no, just a genuine thank you to everybody who shows up nice and early to my streams, especially in the afternoon. Just as a shout, I appreciate y'all a ton. Now, if you notice here, we only have 2 left, so we are going to get the final endings here, which we have not had. So I'm very excited for that. I want to try tomorrow, I think, to clean off my desk a bit. And the main reason I want to try cleaning off my desk a bit, I want to start preparing for the new PC, which they haven't, as far as I'm aware, started work on assembling it. I haven't received any updates, so I don't know if they've started on that or not. But I do want to start actually assembling. I want to start getting ready for the new computer, and then we can actually get ready to actually have all that placed and set up in a way where I'll be able to quickly get to making sure everything runs. And yeah, I'm excited. I am genuinely excited for the new computer. Like, I am... Oh, it's gonna be so nice. So, okay, this level, as large as possible. There is a challenge in as large as possible to roll up. I did this during Thanksgiving. I was playing this at Thanksgiving, with my cousin's kid as the distraction, and I was trying to get really, really good at this. I was at B rank before, and I managed to get all the way up to S rank with just playing through it once. But I was not big enough to roll up Papa. Papa being the largest character in the whole thing. So I was not able to get that. I'm gonna tell it to do just this. I think I can tell it just to do these new tracks. So we're gonna do that. I think if I do shuffle on this, it'll do just these. So we're gonna just listen to the new tracks from the DLC, just to have a little bit of fun there. But no, I hope you all are doing all right tonight. It's a bit chilly. I am cold, but what are you gonna do, right? I'm a little low energy, but I'm also just in. I think I'm nearing hibernation mode. Tomorrow or Friday, the little screen insulator thing I ordered should arrive, so I can hopefully make my back window, the window behind my computer, be a lot less air leaking. The cold air is getting out or getting in because of high wind. It's not even a bad window. It's just it's that high speed of winds going on here, and I'm losing a lot of heat in this room. And I'd like to need the heater less. I don't recognize these songs. I think these songs were not in any of the games. I believe this is just off of a collection that they released, but it's really cool to have it. Also, to those who were, there was 2 comments about drawing me that happened before the stream, and I want to say thank you to those of you who draw me. For those who are unaware, you can submit any fan art or things like that in the Discord. There is a channel for it, and you can grant permission if you would like to see it on the overlay thing. I think I'm going to restart this level because this is not going well. But yeah, no, I'm already appreciating the new, I'm appreciating some new music being added. I'm appreciating all this, but no, what I was saying though, I appreciate all the fan art and stuff. It's really cool seeing y'all draw me. I love the versions, and I wanna make a note because I know people get self-conscious about their art, and I think there's just such an important note to be make about this, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. There is nothing more powerful than being an artist, no matter the level of quality you are doing, because you are creating something that isn't there. You are using your energy to create something that did not exist. Even if you're painting from life, you are creating something that has not existed until you created it, and that is amazing. Regardless of what skill you think you do or do not have, you are creating something. And that is something to be proud of at all levels. So regardless of any skill you think you have, if you did a good job or a bad job, you have created. You have created. That's the whole thing. Full stop. You have created, and creating things is extremely powerful. You are become God. You are create. You know? So, no. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, I think the worst... I think the only negative comment you should really have about yourself when it comes to art is, okay, I did this and I messed up here, here, and here. But I can do better and I can learn from that. I can analyze what I did and I can figure out how to do better with practice. And as long as you can view that mindset of, you know what, I just need to put more work into it, more practice in the future, and I'll do better next time. Or I'll see what I did and I'll try and do better next time, right? And you just keep learning. And that's what it comes down to, right? You just keep trying. The only bad art is art that promotes hate.
Everybody, you're looking super handsome.
Damn right. But no, like... I talked a little bit with Elusive about this last night when watching anime. I was getting some ideas for what I want to do with my Minecraft base, and I figured some of y'all would want to hear about that, so I figured I'd talk about that a little bit today. It has to do with game design and things like that. But I always want to try and incorporate something fun, and something I've always talked about with my Minecraft builds is layouts and trying to make sure that you keep breaking line of sight and you make people want to explore, right? That's something I always want to do. And I think one of the best things I could do with the whole new thing is I'm gonna go back to what a lot of you may have followed me under. If you followed me when I was playing Minecraft way back, one of the big things I did was I built my bases in white concrete. I would block out my builds. I would build or do the layout in white concrete, figure out where things were, and then I would modify them. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go back to that because I do think that was a good way to make sizable progress, and that gives me something I can build into. But what I want to do with that is I want to build that out and then figure out paths throughout the city that I'll be building, and get all those little bits and pieces sorted, right? Why is there a crown lit up there? Genuinely, why is there a crown there? That's supposed to be where you collect a crown. But I've collected all the why is there a crown marker? What? That's pointing to where a crown item is, but there's no crown items. What? Did you have fun though, Dor? Because yeah, you had mentioned you were ice skating. Did you have fun doing it? Because I think at the end of the day, even if you got blisters, like, I think if you had fun, I think it's worth it. Blisters are temporary. Memories are forever. I have no idea what that means, Dor, but I'm glad you had fun. But no, like, what I want to do. So what I want to do is I want to create a city. I want to create a whole city, and I want to design. I want to design parkour elements to it, where you are going through certain paths. But I don't want to do Minecraft parkour where it's like, oh, you've got to do this difficult 3.5, 4 block jump. I don't want to do that. I hate that. I don't want it to be a parkour where there is a feeling of losing. There could be some hard jumps in there, but that's not going to be the purpose of what I do. Ah, gotcha. But yeah, I want to do a parkour course where the idea is that you're trying to roll through where you're trying to run through my Minecraft base and hit checkpoints. And then if you hit all the checkpoints, you stop a timer. And then people can try and compete for the best timer. I think it would be a really, really fun way to go about it. I think there's this, like, an appeal that could be done with that, right? And I could make it, like, here's your starting point, and you're trying to get to here, or whatever. But I think it would also be fun if it kind of said, every time you do it, like, okay, you're doing the red version, you're doing the blue version, you're doing the green version. Like, it could, like, pick the path at random for you, so you're not selecting it, maybe? So that way you don't get the easiest time trying to practice each course. You kind of have to wing it, right? But yeah, one of the things I basically want to do is I want to create builds and stuff in Minecraft, and I want to create these mini games throughout my base, but I don't want them to ever feel like it's a spot set aside for that. Like, we could talk about, like, a lot of times people will build mini games, right? And I'm going to use Hermitcraft as an example here. But you build a mini game, and it's very clear there's a mini game there, right? I don't want that. I don't want any mini game to feel like, here's where you start the mini game, here's where you play it, here's where you end it. I'm not after that. I'm after the idea of, there's a game here, but it's built in. It's secret, right? I am not particular with my piercings. I don't mind people adding piercings. I don't have a complaint about that. Though I am very much a fan of personally, I like my piercings to be symmetrical. I like asymmetry as a whole, but I like my piercings to be symmetrical. That would be my thing. I don't know why I like piercings to be symmetrical. I think it's just because it's something that I can tangibly feel. Tattoos, don't mind. I don't mind them being asymmetrical or anything. Piercings, something I can feel, I feel like should be symmetrical. I think it's just what it is. Visuals, cool. Imbalance, love it. Like, fine. I'm still so confused that one crown showed up as a trackable thing. Hey, Amoru. Yeah, pretty much. It probably has a sensory thing. Oh. So, I want to talk about a game dev studio. And this is gonna sound weird, but I want to talk about this game dev studio. So there's a game dev studio called Spry Fox. I love their games. They do really good stuff. The main thing you would probably know them for is a game called Cozy Grove, which is an Animal Crossing-like game where you work as you go sign up to work at a camp, but basically everybody at the camp kind of situation is a ghost bear, and you need to kind of fulfill their wishes, right? That's kind of their thing. Well, they got bought by Netflix a few years ago. Exclusivity, and they were making an MMO for Netflix's gaming thing. Well, apparently Netflix is downsizing and removing half of their game studios, and Spry Fox is one of them. Which, on its own, sounds like a sad thing. The devs at Spry Fox bought the rights to their stuff. They invested and bought out their own contract. So that they now own the rights to their games. Netflix will still be publishing the one on mobile, but Spry Fox is maintaining the ability to publish it on other systems if they want. Which means they are now free from Netflix's hold. They can do whatever they want. I would ask that if you get a chance to check out Cozy Grove. It is designed to be an Animal Crossing style game that you play for like half an hour to an hour each day. You don't have to buy it, but at the very least, I would say if you get a chance on Steam, wishlist it, or wherever you find it. I think it's also on Switch. But wishlist it. It's great. It's a really good game. It's really charming. The devs are wonderful. I've been in the habit of every time they do a post talking about, hey, here's our game, you should check it out. It's on Netflix's game thing or whatever if you want to sign up for the alpha. I'd share it, and I would share it because I would just go, hey, I don't have Netflix and I won't give Netflix my money, but if you have Netflix or somebody in your household does, consider grabbing this, because I know a lot of people have it under like family plans, things like that, right? For what it's worth, Tyga, I'm always tilted, so it's fair. It's just bad posture. Hey, Clue. But yeah, no, they bought out their contract. They are now independent, to my understanding. They are still working with Netflix as a publisher for the mobile version of their game, but they are able to sell it on other platforms if they modify the game to work on those platforms, which I assume they will. So I assume it's going to slow down some of the development for a little bit, but I'm very excited that they are essentially free to do what they want with their IP and create something really cool. So shout out to Spry Fox, shout out to Spirit Crossing. Spirit Crossing, for those who are unaware, is basically is the game that they were working on with Netflix, but it's an MMO about I'm gonna be real. It's an MMO based around the entire statement I make of every game should have a sitting on a park bench. The entire game is based around finding those spots to just chill and hang out with your friends sitting on a park bench. It is the exact MMO for people who need to just unbrain and relax and just chill. Like, you could fish and like ride around gliders and think Palia, but without all of the like target thing, like the heavy stress stuff going on. I said MMO, not MMORPG. But no, I read that news and I'm just like, oh, this is great. I'm so happy for Spry Fox. Like, I've wanted to play their games, but Netflix is not getting a cent from me. Hey, Larmouth. Hey, that's totally valid, Tyga. It is late. It is late there. You should probably head to bed. So try not to stay up too late. I hate when I get the magnet during this because I don't get full control back and the magnet starts counting down. It's like it's gonna move before the camera is even back to me yet. And I hate that. See? I didn't even have control. That is one bug I would say that this game really desperately needs to sort out. Like, that shouldn't move until the camera is back. Hey, Arky. We're doing pretty good on the timing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Papa, though. I need to pick targets. I don't think morning is a thing until the sun starts to rise, personally. Like, if we're gonna talk about technically, I think morning is once the sun starts to rise. Then you burn up, Taiga. I don't understand. You know, Larman, that entire concept is going through my head. It's like, why do we still call it that? Like, we've known the sun doesn't rise and stuff for a long time. That's just something that never went out of habit. And I guess it's because it's perception, right? Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Just reminded me of Cleo going on a rant yesterday about getting a question wrong, where the question was which came first, the chicken or the egg, and Cleo got very angry and went on a tangent. Okay, I'm doing good on the timing. I can't roll up the king yet. And he's gonna keep hitting me. Okay, the queen's running away. Oh, the egg came first. The egg came first, 100%. It's not even like up for debate. The egg came first. Out of the chicken and egg argument, the egg came first. But even if we're talking chicken eggs, right? Like, even if we're talking chicken eggs and not eggs in general, the egg came first. Yeah, like, a chicken didn't lay the chicken egg. A creature very similar to the chicken laid the chicken egg. But it's not the chicken. And then it becomes the chicken, and then the chicken lays chicken eggs. But the chicken egg had to be laid for the chicken to be born. It's just evolution. But yeah, dinosaurs were reptiles. Dinosaurs also laid eggs. But the question is supposed to be, which came first, the chicken or the chicken egg? But, like, we already know that chickens have always come from eggs because chickens evolved from dinosaurs, blah, 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 blah. Got him. Oh, you just rolled up. I mean, the High King. Oh, we're calling him the High King. Cam, let this be a memory you shan't ever forget. But yeah, because of evolution and how we understand evolution, a chicken-like creature laid an egg, and from that egg came the chicken. That egg would be a chicken egg because it's whatever it came from. Because it was the egg of it. It was, yeah. But, like, we know the chicken came from an egg. Like, the only way you wouldn't believe that to be the case if you were a creationist, but that's not based in science. Yeah, we also know, like, well, and that's the thing. It's like eggs always came first, regardless of how you look at it, because every creature has eggs. Every single creature in existence. as soon as we evolve beyond single-cell organisms at age, right? No, I think a lot of people just haven't bothered to think the question through. I don't think they're taking the piss. I don't think they've thought about the question at all. But the moment you think about the question, it's like, if you understand evolution, then you know the answer. That question is only weird if you ask a creationist. Ugh. Boom. Amazon Big Bang. I hate the name of it. But yeah, okay, so we beat that one. The issue I've got though right now, like if I go into this, what do we got? Yeah, so I've got a B rank here. I need to get an A rank or an S rank. So this is our challenge now. Oh, I'm sorry, Dor. But that is 2 days away. You should, well, I'm guessing for you that it's a day away. You should probably work on that. I don't know these songs, so I'm really enjoying this. I know what this is a remix of. It's Princess! Ba-ba-ya-da-ba. Huh. Why am I stuck? That was the worst magnet I've ever had. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dor. I feel for you. Yay, penguins! Yeah, I just rolled up a whole bunch of rainbow-colored penguins. Ba, ba, ba. I really do like this new music. This is good. This is a good addition. What's nice about this too is they didn't need to record new songs for this. These were songs that I've had access to on YouTube Music for a long time. Like these aren't new songs that they've added to the Katamari franchise. They're just songs that weren't available in this. So it's really cool that they were like, yeah, no, can we just add these songs? We've already got the rights. We just need to pay them for selling it, whatever. It's like, yes. Oh, I love that, Icy. I love that. I think the thing with the King's voice, right, is there is technically speaking an official voice for the King. And the king's voice is in one of the songs from We Love Katamari, but it doesn't feel right. It's a higher pitch than I feel like I would put on the king, and it throws me. But no, I love this game. I have trouble watching people play because every time I do, I get somebody who's and this isn't to fault people for not knowing how to play. I want to be clear here. But watching somebody play a game that doesn't know how to play is stressful. When you know how to play and you're good at the game, right? Like, I'm not amazing at the game, and I'm not going to pretend that, but I'm not bad. Hey, Snow. Is salsa a vegetable? No. Salsa itself is not a vegetable, but it is a vegetable salad. Salsa is a salad. Not a vegetable, it's a salad. Oh, if we're talking like food-wise, yeah, no, it 100% would count as a vegetable in your food. I don't think it's the healthiest of vegetables, depending on how the salsa is made, but that's dependent. If we're talking in a meal, that is 100% a vegetable. Like, if you're trying to be like, oh, we need to diversify, we need to make sure we have vegetables, we need to make sure we have fruits, meats, yeah, oh yeah, salsa is 100% a vegetable. There is no such thing as a vegetable scientifically or botanically, but there is a vegetable gastronomically, and we are talking gastronomically in this case. So I get your argument, Dor. I get your argument, but we are talking gastronomically in this case. Holy! Got a lot of screams there. I gotta be careful not to boost too much, because they definitely changed the way boosting works in this one, and I've yet to really get a grasp on it. But yeah, no, salsa is arguably multiple vegetables, because you're talking tomatoes, you're talking peppers, yeah, no. Yeah, vegetables are like gender. It's a social construct. It's got its uses. Now, I will say, though, chips are a horrible carb. You do have a carb. You do have a carb. And I'm not going to say you don't have a carb. But I will say chips are a really bad carb. I would say, though, the issue mainly with the chips as a carb is that there's such a high salt content. Especially if we're talking chips and salami. You have a lot of salt in there. You have a lot of salt in it. Oh yeah, if they're corn chips, that's even more veggies. Salsa and potato chips would be a very interesting combo. Though I'm sure there is Pringles that taste like it. Oh, I'm in a horrible spot. Where's the tipping point? There we go. The more things you list, Saranos, the more I'm starting to side with your dad. That's all I'm saying. Like, even if I would be lying to say you did not hit the qualifications, I'm thinking I'm gonna start siding with your dad. The more things you list, the worse you are making this meal sound. While you are technically correct, I understand. Do you have any frozen veggies or anything like that that you could add, Theranos, to maybe add some fiber or vitamin C and everything? Potassium. Anything frozen you could microwave and heat up? Yeah, bananas are valid for potassium. That works. But you are getting it in a very sugary form. So again, you're not doing great on this argument. And I say this as somebody who also eats horribly. Granted, today I had vegetable hibachi, so I'm winning today. I don't often win. I am nowhere close to good on the score, by the way. I am 1/10 of the way with 30 seconds left. God, I did horrible. Hey, Vividus. I think a lot of the argument, like, I am by no means saying that what you are eating is the worst. My point is that you have not eaten very well. You did technically get the things, but you're not getting great versions of the things. Yeah, I'm gonna restart that level. I think if I want to do this level, honestly, if I want to do this level, I think what I need to do is I need to start it with a magnet. We've got 8 tokens. We're gonna go gambling. In the most annoying concept this game has. Let's go gambling! Hell yeah! First try. Yeah, no, it's good that you got food. It's good that you got food. It's better than nothing. Though, I would say the best thing you can do is just try to counter it tomorrow. Right, like, try to make sure you eat something really good tomorrow. I think it's fair, right? Like, it's not to say that, like, you've done the worst, but try to counter it tomorrow to make it better. I don't know, a burger actually had, and I'm gonna throw this out there. A burger from Sonic does have all of your things in it, and may actually be healthier in the overall thing, depending on, I don't know how their burgers are specifically, but... Ooh, okay, so there's a magnet next to us as well. Oh no, Wim! Raiders! Hey, Chameleon! We're struggling to get a good score on this Katamari level. And I'm panicking. But hello, Raiders. Hope you're doing all right. I hope your stream went well. I'm stuck. And I'm panicking. Oh yeah, no, Taco Bell is apparently, or at least this is granted like a 5-year-old thing. Taco Bell is one of the healthiest options in the US. Like what? Ooh, Fallout. Which Fallout? Still is? I didn't know it still was. Fallout 1. Ugh. Is it fun? Sorry, it's one of those that I never bothered to play. You know, because it's word heavy. Okay, we've got a decent start on this. This is still a horribly difficult level. So, I can do this level. It's really hard to fail time trial levels, just as kind of a thing here. It's really hard to fail time trial levels. But the problem is, to get a good score, I have to get to 1,000 meters in 10 minutes. And currently we're at 3.5 meters in 2. So if you want a comparison to the scale I need to get to, we've got some speed issues. Try to do that while rolling a Katamari.
The duck keeps quacking at me.
I'm stuck.
There's 2 things behind the car. Does not like me being up here. Yes.
That is a strange and silent and uneventful clip. No, Chameleon plays a lot of retro games. Definitely follow Chameleon if you like retro games and chill vibes. Do it! Eh. I feel like I have fallen very drastically behind on this level now. And my feelings are very rarely wrong in my pacing for a Katamari level. The problem I really have with these new Katamari levels is I still don't fully have the layouts kind of memorized to know what an efficient way to do a lot of this. Taiga just wants to remind everybody to hydrate. Have you been drinking water? Or have you been drinking soda? I've been drinking both. I've done that a couple times, Dor, to be honest. That's the only reason I stopped saying it, because I keep doing it. Yes, Dor, Pepsi does have water, but so does urine, and we don't count that. Just saying. I will judge you considerably less for tea. Take that, hippo! But yeah, this level is, I think, I'm gonna argue that this might be the hardest level. It might be the hardest level. Like, Katamari levels generally aren't hard to beat. Like, this isn't a hard level to beat, but to get a good score. Why? Why do I gotta get stuck on everything? We are 1/100th of the way to the goal, and half the timer is gone. When I say this level is brutal, I mean it. Yeah, you should probably do that, Taiga. I'm just gonna throw this out there as a little thing. I love seeing all of the new sub badges we got. They make me so happy, just seeing everybody with like random planets and astral bodies next to their name. It's so cute. I love it so much. Oops. But yeah, it starts out with the moon, and then you get an asteroid or a comet. You know, it's an asteroid on that one, and then it becomes planets and stuff. You do, Dor. Dor, yours is a hexahedron planet. It is 100% a hexahedron planet. So what I typically do is I end up claiming that, and then I go up. But I'm gonna try, as a change of pace, to see how I do if I go this way. I like that y'all like hexahedron, mostly out of spite towards me. Go. Like, I don't know if that's gonna make this faster or not. I'm not doing good. Though I think it's because I had a bad start.
Utilities wants you to eat a grow spoon. Is there a Mars spoon?
We will do that soon. Woo-woo! Okay, so we made it to 60, but we've got 2 minutes. Was I at... I had 1 minute left before after I hit 100, so I would have to gain 40 meters here faster than a minute in order to be doing better, and I can't even roll up. Nope, I'm gonna do horrible. There's a magnet over there, though. God, no, I'm bad at this. Really? Go, 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 go. My really was me getting stuck. My really was not a response to you. My really was me getting stuck on terrain again. All right, Finn. See, the problem is I'm not even high enough here in order to get to the other magnets. Which is going to expand in a second to say, hey, you can roll up other things. Which, sure, great, fine. That doesn't change the fact that... nothing's spawned in yet. There's no magnets on the map. See that? God, I'm doing so bad. See, I was kind of wondering what you meant by quality street, because I had no idea what that meant in your previous one. Like, as a statement, what the hell's a quality street? Gotcha. Okay, so we almost got an A rank. We're gonna get a B rank again. God, this level is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Wow, 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 wow. Same Taiga. I was like, okay. Ugh, God, I cannot do that level. Like, I can do all the other levels great. I think this might be the last level I need to get an S rank on, but it's really hard to actually check that. I did better than my old record by almost an entire minute. But that is such a hard... Like, the hard part of that level is not the later stuff, it's the early stuff. But I'm pretty sure I have S rank in literally every level. The problem with this... Except for the cowbear. I don't think I have the cowbear. I got A rank. Sure, let's do a cowbear. Don't take that out of context. So again, for anybody who doesn't know, the way this level works is you roll up one cow or one bear and the level is over. Which on its own doesn't sound that bad until you realize that it's anything cow or bear themed as well. Na 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 na. Wow, 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 wow. Awesome. Thanks, Dor. Am I missing a hyphen in those quotes? If one of my mods is here, could you just write down check quote structure? Specifically, check quick quote structure. If I don't, that's my problem. And I'll forget it. Thank you, Larmouth. Everybody shout out to Larmouth. Just go at Larmouth out. That's what I want you to do. At Larmouth out. All caps out. There we go. Perfect. We appreciate you, Larbeth. It sounds so hateful, doesn't it? Na 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 na. Okay, we gotta avoid the cow soldier. Oh, there was a Jersey! Curse you, Jersey! It's always Jersey. Mushroom, mushroom. Okay. There's so many paths you can take. See, this is the one thing that's really got me. Like, I don't have a line that I follow in this. And I don't know where the line would be. I'm so used to the old cowbear level. Don't get me wrong. I am absolutely, like, elated that there is a new cowbear level. I think the fact that they've finally done a new one is great. I love the new concept of it. I feel bad at the game because they've used the same cowbear level for so long. You know what? I'm cool with that. Orange cream is cool. Let's go. Wait, are they flopping around like that as a joke that they're... Yeah, they're fish out of water. That's why they're flailing. Come on. And get all the things. I am still a bit sad. There was one really good thing they added in Katamari Damacy Rolling Live that they did not put in this one, and it still genuinely disappoints me because I think it was a really good feature. The cowbear level had no time limit. And I know they likely did because people would be playing heavily on mobile controls, but I feel like putting the timer back in this level was unnecessary. It's already a challenge level, right? And as it is already a challenge level, you really, really don't need to add that bonus complication to it. That's my stance on it. They did not need to keep a time limit on this stage. That's a sea otter. And that's an amabi. The one thing that is like super useful in this level to roll up continuously is this. And I don't need it now, but I do need it later in the level. Because that time stop is perfect for our friend the cowbear. You know what? I wonder if there'd be a way for me to make Streamloots cards based on space. I don't know how I would go about it. How do we do a space-themed Streamloots card? How do we, like, visually design the cards to look like space? Because I need new card designs. Can I roll up those watermelons? Not yet. But like, I need new Streamloots card designs, and when we get the new computer, we'll be doing a ton of them. We'll be doing a ton of them. Like, we need to remake all of the cards. But the question is just, how do I make a themed one? Yeah, but like, do I make them just default card shapes and then do cool things with it? Or do I make some sort of fancy... Damn it, bear banner! Or do I make some sort of, I'm gonna hit all done just so I can change the music tracks. I'm not talking about effects. I want to be clear. I am not talking about a card effect. I am talking about a card design. So right now, our Streamlabs cards are all honey designed, which I need to do. But they're all honey designed right now. I want one that is no longer honey designed. I'm trying to grab the bean. Got it. Looks like it is one of the toothpaste or mint ones. Toothpaste or blue something. We got toothpaste. That's fine though. It's tasty. Mmm, toothpaste. But like, I was gonna do Infinity Nikki themed ones because theirs were spacey and Constellation and pretty, right? And I wanted to do that, but Infinity Nikki has gone and done a cultural appropriation, and I'd rather not deal with that unless they fix it. If they fix it, cool, cool, fantastic, then I can go back to my idea. We're not at that point. No, I want change playback mode to shuffle, go to all, and then go back? Yes. There we go. But yeah, I need to do something. I need to do something special. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is like, figure out a way. It's not easy. I almost wonder if I'm doing the special planets and stuff that we've got, but I just need a card shape. I could also like rough up some concepts or whatever, and then maybe take the planet badges and use those as little marks on them, but yeah. God, it's I just want new cards that look thematic and fit in. Maybe we use the planets that we got for the badges and throw those onto some of them as kind of the accents. Or we use some of the planet driftables that go by. It's just I really want something... I really want something that makes them stand out, be pretty, and then also allows me to do a good way to show what's going on. Which... like... That's the thing, like, the visual effects that I do, I mainly usually just use one of my emotes, and then I do a similar filter onto the emote. I'd like to make them GIFs, so that way we're gonna get multiple frames of it, so we can't really use translucency, because translucency doesn't translate to GIFs very well. And Streamlabs no longer supports APNGs because they're assholes. They're not assholes, but I'm still gonna argue they should support APNGs, and it pisses me off. Have a good night, Taiga. But like, I like the idea of having them animated, but it's very hard to do animated ones without it causing issues now. Ow! Hey, Somya. There was a bear there! Bow, 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 bow. But yeah, I don't know what the best approach is going to be for a card. I want them to all be pretty, and then I have to do a like entrance animation, because right now, if you didn't know this, if you are subscribed to me and you redeem a card, you actually have a different visual effect when you redeem a card than if you are not subscribed. If you're a subscriber, you get little particles around the cards. If you're not a subscriber, those particles aren't there. Yeah, it's a subtle difference, but I want things that I can do stuff like that too, right? It's a little bonus perks and things like that. But what I'd like to do is, because we're gonna have the new teams, I would like to even be able to like actually do a team-based color effect on the cards being played. So that particle will take whatever team you're on and do a particle based on that instead of, and then maybe do 2 different ones based on if you're subbed or not. So we'd have technically a blank one for, well, we'd have a default one for if you're playing it and you're not on a team. Then we'd have one for if you're on a team, and then one for if you're on a team and subbed. Right. How's it going, Snow? But yeah, I want to just do all those things for like the different teams that everybody would get. For those who don't know, I'm adding a team system to my streams. Team Solar, Team Lunar, and Team Astral. So that way you can just have a silly little bit of bonus stuff. All it's going to do is add little perks like, hey, when you do your check-in and whatnot, it'll maybe spawn flowers on the overlay somewhere based on what team you're on, things like that, right? Not anything that actually gives like any advantage, just a cool thing. And then I'm mainly doing it to design a thing for Cleo, but I want to get the teams sorted and working. On Cleo's, there's going to be some competition where, like how we have the billboard. What I would like to do maybe is give Cleo 3 billboards. And then each of those billboards, whoever gets the highest for their team gets to... gets a little, like, special graphic overlay effect thing for the next month. Yeah, those are cow signs. Gotta be careful. Okay, we've made it to the cow bear. Which, am I seeing that right? Are there 2 cow bears? No, cow bear, cow bear. Okay, we're fine. I love it. It's absolutely a horse, yes. Now the one is on a polar bear. We gotta be careful there. Hey, input. There we go. Avoid the bear car. Avoid that one cow soldier. Just gently roll out of the way. Flying cow. Be careful. I gotta avoid that cow umbrella. The little cows disappeared. There's a cow soldier there. We gotta avoid. I'm just trying to be like hyper aware of where everything is. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, okay, okay. Drop back down. It was safer over here. Get the giraffes, okay. Avoid the cow cones. Car. No! I rolled down the hill! No! Damn it. Hey, Finn. God, that level's hard. Ooh, that's a good run. Like you've named a good combo. I'm cool with that one. I'm cool with that one as well. Technically smaller, same result, which I think is technically better, but we will make it Stardust. But yeah, I want to think of a card design that I think works well with the overlay, works well with the brightness. I think something visually with maybe the colors of the Katamari, and then a glow effect behind. There's a driftable behind my head, everybody. There's a driftable behind my head.
You're not
Ding.
the ugliest person I've ever met.
Look at it. There it goes. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Hi, Fury. Hi. Screamy boy. Hey! Yeah, see, S rank. I've completed the challenges. I'm pretty sure I have completed everything except for the cowbear and the final level. I think. I'm just double checking everything. Yeah. 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 Okay, we haven't finished this. We actually have some challenges here that I have not done. See? If you look, as fast as possible, roll up 170 more clear. 50 centimeters. I haven't done that one. And as fast as possible, too. Is it just as fast as possible? Yeah, it's just this one. But I have not finished this one. Let's go! But yeah, I really want to figure out a new stream moves card because I think we are really drastically missing that. And I think maybe the best method here would be a screen-shaped card, maybe a square in the center of it that would show the graphic. We have a title at the top. God. Maybe I could just take the Katamari graphic, split it in two, make it rectangular, and then put part of the rectangle above part of the Katamari above, part of it below, like it opened up. Like, it's simple, but it would do the effect, and then we could have the glow around it. We'll have an art stream where we just sketch out a whole bunch of different possible, like, layouts and see how we feel about them. Genuinely, I don't need to rush this. I don't know why I'm kind of rushing this. We'll be doing a lot of art streams when I get a new computer, because that's going to involve me also doing new visual effects. Maybe what we do... Oh, this would work really well, actually, for an accent thing. Because how I mentioned there's a visual thing going on, right? We could do clouds behind the card that are animated when you play it. So that way there's a nice visual effect going on when the card gets played. For people who are subscribed. And then we change a glow effect around the card based on what team you're on, maybe? I don't know. That's the main thing. We have to consider like what team color people are going to be on, right? So that's one of the big aspects that we need to heavily think about. Is going to be what is. I don't think I'm going to complete this. It's a race to get to 150, and I've been doing too good at the level. I need to pick up only small things right now. I need 9 more things. Got it. Yeah, that was close. But like, I want to do maybe we have the card, because like when a card is played right now, the card appears, the card slides in from the top, and then it flips the card over to show you, which is a separate animation that I made, and then I just timed it to have the other side of the card show. Instead, we replace it. We maybe have like the Katamari slide down, and then the Katamari do an animation of it visually opening up, and then as it opens up, it shows off the card. Like, it would be like opening the card up, so that way you would actually get to see it, right? And we do that as the card's, like, reveal animation. But then as it's doing that, we have it be in front of some clouds and things like that. We could even, theoretically, we could have the clouds be any color. They don't have to be the overlay color. We could make the clouds the color of the group, right? Because there's a purple team. I mean, the idea was to have a green team, a gold team, and a purple team. So you get a green, a gold, and a purple. So we can have the clouds be those colors, and then if you're not subbed, you don't get clouds. But then I don't get anything just for the team. So I'm still a little lost because I want to make sure it checks all of those boxes, right? We could make it play a different noise if you're subbed, and then every team gets one. I guess would be an option. It's just, That's really the thing here, is there's a lot of options for how to do this. But I just want to make sure every team gets one. Because I can't easily make like the Katamari or whatever a different color. I can't do that easily. Because that would involve hue shifting and that would change the whole card, and I don't want to do that. I mean, in theory, I could make you show the default one and then you get a different Katamari based on what team you're on. And that would just have to be directly overlaying the card, and then I would just have to plan. So not impossible, but not ideal. Because like on the site, it would show as the default one, and then you could each team could have their own Katamari. But I don't really want to lean into the Katamari too hard because it's not my thing, right? The Katamari that my model is sitting on can easily be replaced for anything. But if I put it on the Streamloots cards, that's kind of a different thing where it's like, that's not mine, right? So I don't know if I want to straight up use the Katamari, or... We could also make them scrolls that unravel, which could be cool. Like, an unraveling scroll is simple and to the point, right? I really don't know. Like, it's a hard thing to get totally there. The scroll does work. Like, the scroll definitely works. I've never animated a scroll. Like, it could just be something simple like that animation there, right?
Now here's my plan.
I probably shouldn't have rolled those up. Those are very large. It's a good song, though. It's a song that doesn't sound like it should be that good. But, like, this song grows on you. Yeah, we need to roll up 180 objects in this one. Which means we need to focus on rolling up smaller objects, because if we roll up larger ones or get kicked by her, we're gonna gain too much size. But yeah, a scroll could work. I don't necessarily need to animate it like a proper scroll. I could animate it like the Katamari one that they just showed that rolled by, where it did its part without being. It did its part without actually scaling like a scroll would, where it would get smaller for the part of it. Give me the eggs. Eggs are small. This is a really interesting way to make this level into a challenge. Have a good one, Finn. I gotta roll up 60 more things. Crap. I was trying to avoid that and try to, because, like, where are the small things, right? I don't see small things anywhere. Hey, puppy! I'm suffering. I'm fine with it, Door. God, where am I going? Hello, Raiders. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. For those who don't know, my name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer focused on indie, interactive, and interesting things you may have never seen or heard of before. Playing Katamari today, which I'm sure you've heard of. I am struggling with this level right now, in the worst way. This level is mean. But I hope your stream went well, puppy. No, no, no. Leave me alone. Don't kick me. So we are trying right now to get the final challenge on this level. My favorite color? I don't really... Okay, this is a conversation that comes up a bit. I don't have a favorite color. I tend to lean towards black and white. I like the absence of color. But really what it is I like contrast between colors. So I like colors having a stark contrast more than anything. If we go off overlay stuff right now, though, we can go off of I like glow-in-the-dark green because it's intriguing. We got it. There we go. Finish the level. I don't like orange. I will throw this out. I'm not a fan of orange. But, like, it's generally, like, the idea of, like, the contrast that we're seeing on my pants between the purple and the gold, right? Or the bright green against the white, or the purple against the green. It's the idea of the way the colors play that is more interesting to me than the colors themselves. I know it's kind of a messy description. I don't really have a favorite color. I've never really had one. It's always felt like something I'm just forced to choose, so I would usually go with pink as a thing. But, like, I really don't have one. It's always just been about the way colors play. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, I know. That was one of those things, as OBC's put out. My last overlay, every aspect of it, was based on orange. And the reason for that, and I've mentioned this before, it is the least used overlay color on Twitch that I could find. So I would use orange because it would make my stream stand out when you were glancing past other streams that were going on. It was just a visual thing that worked. It was not a matter of, oh, this is the color I should use. It was like, it was literally a graphic design choice of going, I need a color that stands out amongst everything else. Katamari ball! Puppy, did you see there was DLC? Did you see there was DLC for this game now? They added DLC. It's not massive DLC or anything, it's just some songs and some cosmetics, but they did in fact add DLC. Ow. Curse you, Wickle! Woo! Another washed up from Wickle. But I got a buddy. Whoa! Come on. Rocket! Die bomb! God, it's so, I always feel a little bit mean, even though it's NPCs, just going to the goal and rolling them up at the goal. Like, what do you mean I rolled them up as they were about to score? Like, yeah. Why do I have objects floating so far off of me? What happened to my Katamari? No! Tamago! Oh, sorry, that's Tomago. Have a good one, OBC. I win! No, but I might start sketching a little bit tonight. Just trying to figure out card designs. I do like the idea of a scroll. I'm not opposed to it. It also allows for a lot of visual. And I think it's an easier one to do a mask reveal on, but... I do need to see if I can find my pencil, though. Pencil! Where are you? I found my pencil. It was where I left it. For those who don't know, I have a very special pencil. It's a stabby pencil. It's a Stadler mechanical pencil. They're absolutely amazing. If you are an artist and you love drawing with pencils, Stadler mechanical pencils, holy crap, they are so good. The lead is like really special for them, and they're like really, really good drafting pencils, but they're like the best drawing pencils I've ever dealt with. If I were to ever do a sponsorship with a pencil, Stadler, emails in the bio. Totally just saying. They're like $8 for the pencil. But it's a mechanical metal one that'll last a long time, and then you just need to buy the lead, which comes in packs of like 20 for like $6. They're kind of, they're an investment pencil. Alright, let's go back up here to the hell level. God, this, why, like, that level is cursed. I need a magnet. If I'm going there, I need a magnet. There's no way I'm getting that goal without a magnet at my current rate. I'm bad. I'm bad at that level. Yay! You understand me, Your Majesty. This level is too big and needs multiple gotchas. Ah, the good old days. This happened and that happened. Cam, would you like to view this album too? Oh, speaking of voices that Icy had mentioned earlier, I was thinking about this. Anybody who caught Cleo's morning stream knows that Joe went on this thing talking about like trying to find like voices and stuff and like wanting to do more voice acting things, right? Do we all agree that Joe needs to play more games like Great God Grove and stuff and not all these serious like normal people games? Like if Joe would play weird character games, I think Joe would nail it. Joe needs to be willing to be a silly little guy. Because I think Joe would have that hands down. Which is weird because I feel like it's because Joe has this desire to be, with voices, has this desire to be taken seriously. It's like, Joe, you don't need to be taken seriously. Be the silly little guy. Be the weirdo. Be the weirdo we all know you are. Yeah, I just feel like he would do so well if he would play like Great God Grove. Like get Joe to play Great God Grove and voice those characters, and Joe would have a blast. But you gotta be willing when you're doing voice acting. You gotta be a silly old guy sometimes. You gotta get the hang of doing weird voices, and you gotta be like, people have more fun with characters, right? Like it's more fun to do that than just trying to fit into some niche, right? Be the niche. But yeah, I feel, it was something that was like bugging me when I was listening to that. It's like, Joe, you have the personality to be the weird guy. If you want people to do normal voices, you end up hiring Matt Mercer and you get really bored with it. You get the people who have the niche voices, who get to be weird. And they create the character, and then the character fills in that role, right? And then people want other weird little guys, and then they go, oh, I gotta find somebody for this part. But you don't get that. Like, you don't get that when you're trying to be serious. You don't get that when you're trying to fill those roles. And then you can make this weird little guy get very serious. And then they'll know who to fear, right? Like, come on. You gotta have fun. I don't know. It was bugging me this morning because it's just like, Joe, you are cut out to be the weird guy. Be the weird guy. Yeah, Laura Bailey being Shin-chan is hilarious to me. And I know people don't get as much of a kick out of the Shin-chan one as a lot of other things, but it's like, no, that's kind of the thing, is like, but arguably, Shin isn't that weird of a voice. Shin is a weird character. But like, I don't know. I guess it comes down to like my voice acting idol. If I were to do voice acting, the person I'm looking up to for voice acting is D. Bradley Baker. D. Bradley Baker is who you want to that's the icon. That's the voice actor. Yeah, Z Frank is good too. But yeah, D. Bradley Baker is where it's at. Like that's who you want. And I'm blanking on his name right now. But I'm just gonna say every cat character in everything, and somebody will know who I'm talking about, is also somebody to look up to in voice acting. Anybody can play a normal person. Anybody can play a normal person. Bryce Papenbrook, there we go. Thank you. See? Hey, Rat King. Yeah, anybody can play a normal person. And that's fine. But I don't want to be the normal person. I want to voice the silly little guys. Because it's just more fun. And I feel like, and I think that's kind of the thing. It's like no one's going to, like if you do a voice acting job and you do a voice acting job for a normal character, right? No one's going to remember you for it. No one is going to remember you as a normal person in voice acting. No one's going to note that. Unless you're everything. Ah! Oh, Snow. The catch with D. Bradley Baker is D. Bradley Baker is rarely a human voice. Like, his most popular human voice is gonna be all the clones in Clone Wars, right? Like, that's D. Bradley Baker. Okay, D. Bradley Baker's all the clones. D. Bradley Baker is Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple. D. Bradley Baker is Waddles from Gravity Falls. D. Bradley Baker is animals and monsters and all of, like, everything. D. Bradley Baker is great. Yeah, D. Bradley Baker is Appa. I believe D. Bradley Baker is also Momo. But, like, D. Bradley Baker is the icon. And I believe he got his start on, it was either in Florida or in California, as a Beetlejuice impersonator. Like, dressed up as Beetlejuice, walking on the side of the street, impersonating Beetlejuice. That was his thing. But no, he's creatures. He's the roars and just like doing creature noises. And like I mimicked that when I was younger, and I can do weird noises, but they don't pick up on mic very well. And stuff like that, right? That's his thing. But it's just like, yeah, no, that's where the fun is don't fill niches that anybody can fill. And I almost worry that's where like Joe wanting to screw around and do voice acting is like, Joe, you're limiting yourself. Yeah, Ruben in Minecraft Story Mode is another one. But yeah, like don't limit yourself to those characters that anybody can voice. Fill the weird niches that no one fills. Here's the thing, I've got a magnet, but I don't want to waste my stamina until I've rested a little bit. There we go. Because magnets are weird in Minecraft. There we go. Okay, we're doing better. We're doing better than we have done, but we're still struggling because we still only got 2 minutes. This is our best run. Did I say Minecraft? Sorry. I was talking about Minecraft, like we switched over to Minecraft story mode and stuff. But no, like, I don't know, the voice acting is fun, right? Voice acting is a blast. Voice acting is getting to be silly and getting to be characters. And, like, yeah, you can have a normal voice for a character, but roll into it. Be weird. So, actually, Rat King, there used to be one that was really popular way back that actually allowed you to roll a Katamari around and roll up the world around you. It's very, very old. Like, we're talking it is over a decade old of a mod. But it did exist, and yeah, you rolled up blocks and all that, but... The problem with a Minecraft mod, or a Katamari mod in Minecraft, right, is that when you do that, everything's the same size. Everything's already the same size, so it doesn't quite work. We've got 1 minute. No! No! 30 seconds. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Huzzah! Holy! God! Yatta! Oh! God, no, that has been the hardest level for me. And I know it sounds silly that has been such a hard level. But that is one of the last two. Or last three. Because I did remember there is one other one I need to get completed in one of the other worlds. But that is almost everything in this game. Almost. So that one is done. We need to get the cowbear over here. So we need the cowbear in order to finish this one. Oh, this one. Sorry. So we need the cowbear here to get an S rank, I think. There might be a giant one that is not that. Maybe one of any of the three count to get an S rank, which technically is a win, but I'm not going to count it as a win until I get the cowbear. And we need to get all the roses, which is a lot, and I don't feel like doing that. The roses, we need 10,000 roses in one run, and it's a hard level. But I definitely need to start that one with a magnet so I get an extra magnet. But we're going to get one of the remaining 2 credits here. Ugh. But yeah, I do really want to think of a new Streamloots card being played animation visual. Do we still have it come out the top for the scroll for the this is a question. How do we make the new cards come in? Do we still make them come in from the top and be in the left side? Do we make them slide in from the left side and be there? Like there's questions, right? Like what method do we do to show that the card coming in? Do we make it come up from the ground? I feel like coming from the top is the best way to do it. Like, I'm not 100% here, but I feel like from the top is still the best way to do it visually. Like, it's a little generic, but I think it's going to be the best way. That might be a bit much, like, just having it come in from wherever it's at. I mean, theoretically, we could do that, but... It's a rough one. I'm intrigued by the edge of the Katamari and why they decided it should look this way. Because, like, clearly it's not rendering right. I feel like they could have made that look a lot nicer by just doing concentric circles. Yeah, top is the least occupied currently, which is still definitely an issue that I need to sort out. Though I kind of like... It's weird, I kind of like the blank space up there. Which is weird, because I hate empty space in overlays. Like, I actually hate empty space in overlays. But something about that empty space doesn't bother me, and I guess it's because everything's calm. Like, we still got stuff going on. And little things go up there, and Mari's TTS goes up there. And we can see the stars twinkling. Yeah, that's one of the big things. It's a very medium tone, right, for the overlay. And then occasionally you see a driftable go by. But I'm just thinking, because like right now when a card plays, it slides in from the top all the way up. Slides down to the center and then does its thing. It's weird that I'm not bothered by it. Like, I'm just thinking about it. It's weird that I'm not bothered by it. Because I do hate empty space. Because it feels like you could put something there, but I don't need anything there. The one thing I still want to do, at some point I want to have little random signs pop up at the bottom. That'll just say like things like, don't, like, follow, or have it pop up with my pronouns in the corner, just go, hey, they, them, and then go back down, right? Like, I want to do little things like that, right? But again, it's all like along the bottom. It's weird that I'm okay with the empty space, but I think it's really fine. Part of why it's empty space, by the way, is that I was originally going to do something like a plane flying by with a little banner. And then that plane would have the information of like, here's my sub goal. But I think I just need I need a static element for that. As much as I really hate static elements, I think that goal needed to be static. Which, by the way, we're at 132. Seriously? Thank you. Yeah, well, the new top is open sky. Artisty with the pink star. I didn't realize Artisty was up there. I love seeing I love that the bit badge. For those who don't know, the bit badges slowly go through colors the more bits you've sent. So you start with green and you slowly transition over to a blue, and then you go into a red and a pink and a yellow. There's so many little bits of my overlay that I love. I'm just kind of like looking at my own overlay right now and be like, ah, I love this so much. Like, I love seeing the cowbears at different depths. I love seeing the thrown items roll across the bottom. I wish I could make those roll at different depths, but can only do so much, right? Blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. New ending. You barely moved. I didn't actually move at all. All right, what do we got?
Funky Sumia, do you think Cam needs another look for this game?
Oh no, the moon! Oh god! Your Majesty, the moon! That's not the moon. Sorry, that's an asteroid. The king is blocking asteroids. The moon is behind me. That one wasn't as good as the last one. Yeah, it would be cool if you could choose like your previous ones. I do have a Katamari one. I just haven't set up my thing for the Katamari dress up. That is on me. But yeah, it is surprising you can't like pick previous months from the sub badge. I think you should be able to pick previous months, but every time you reach a new sub month, it should force you to update to the newest one, and then you should have to go back and change it again. So like if you hit a new month interval and it would change yours over, you should have to manually say you want to change it. But I think the catch with that is most people don't do cool things with their sub badges. Like, I think most sub badges that people have are just the same sub badge with a slightly different color. Like, I can't think of, or I've seen people have like an egg that hatches or a plant that grows, but they're generally the same thing, right? Mine actually changes each month or each goal, which changes kind of the aspect of it. Fun, weird Twitch bug or design failure, UI failure. So, Snow, as a fun thing with emotes, you can favorite them with Better Twitch TV. Obviously, that doesn't solve everything, but you can favorite it on Better Twitch TV. You actually do have the ability to favorite. I think you hold either Control or Shift when you click on them, but you can favorite them if you have that on desktop. Doesn't help you on mobile, but just as a thing, that it does exist. Which is a nice workaround for it. I agree with the can't change badges. I totally understand. I don't blame you. Yeah, see, like stuff like that. Stuff like that's cool. Like doing interesting things. But like mine are now something I think that are like fully unique, right? You're gonna get a whole bunch of different custom planets depending on what month you're on. Like I did change it. I did change the start. So when you're at 1 month, you get the moon and stars. Then you go to an asteroid, and then you go to planets instead of the asteroid being first. But like I love that I've done something that I feel is completely unique. It will be getting an update. It may actually already be available, and I forgot to check. Maybe Felinity already finished. Of adding a little star if you're tier 2 or if you're tier 3. Right now it is the default ones. They're not as good as they will be, but there are some default ones that are there. If you're a tier 2 or tier 3, you can see it. I think Larmouth is the only one that actually has one, but Larmouth has the first badge, so you don't even get to see it. I think only Larmouth and Cleo are actually in my tier 2 and 3. But you get, if you actually do that, you get 1 extra emote per tier. Not even animated. Twitch really... I feel like Twitch is messing up. If they made tier 2 and tier 3 animated and made them give 3 or 5 based on what tier you're on, I think a lot more people would do tier 2 and tier 3 subs. But as it stands, you just get 1 static emote for those tiers and you get a little tiny star next to your thing. Like, that's not a lot. I mean, that's definitely the most accessible way to go about it, Wolf. Like, I don't disagree with that method. It's just, I think it's an underutilized tool. Oh, but what I'm going to say is a weird UI bug oversight failure. When you upload an emote, it goes small, medium, large, and has an auto scaler. When you upload a sub badge, it goes small, medium, large, does not have an upscaler. Or one that will auto-scale and downscaler. That'll automatically decide you have to have all of them. And then when you do a bit badge, it goes large, medium, small, and does not have a scaler. They have the scaler program. They could easily do it for sub badges and bit badges and don't. But then they also have them in reverse order for bit badges for no reason. So, yeah, the Cowbear Planet is at 3... So I put the Cowbear Planet at 3.5, because it's kind of a weird spot, but I put a lot of them that I want to kind of sit around longer at those, after the 2 year, because everything becomes 0.5 months. And I thought it'd be more interesting that way. But, there's a rabbit one that's 2 months after that. There's a rabbit planet that's 2 months after that. There's a constellation. There's a shooting star one that's at like 5 years. They just get really kind of random later on, but I think that's more fun because I don't want any of them to ever feel like an upgrade, right? I don't want them to feel like an upgrade necessarily. I want them to feel like a sideways move where you're just getting a cool thing again. You get to see another cool one. You get to have a random neat one by your name. Like I really like Snows right now. It's covered in clouds and really wispy, and I love that one. And like Icy's is a honey one with bees right now. It's a honeycomb one. It's got little bees flying around it. But there's just like different little aspects of each one. Yeah, Somya has the black hole. This is the last one. This is the last cutscene. Oh, it's all the cousins! Oh! I love it so much! That was actually the best one for the end. That was actually the best one for the end. I'm really happy they did that. Like, I really wasn't expecting one of them to feel like the best one, but that genuinely was the best one, and they did save it for last, and that's really cute. So yeah, now we've got all of them. Yeah, look at the art on it and everything. We've got all the planets and... That makes me really happy. That was a really good final little, like, ending scene there. Oh! I didn't realize I could look at the telescope. Ooh! Okay, so I can see all the planets. And if I'm missing any. This one's cool. Okay. I love that we can actually look at the planets here. So I believe I've got all the planets, but this does make me feel like I may be missing some. And I'm definitely missing shooting stars. I am missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shooting stars. Huh. Apparently the game thinks I'm slow at it. So I'm definitely gonna have to hunt down those other shooting stars as well. So we are not as close to 100% as I would like to be. At all. That's interesting. That is actually really interesting. I thought I was much closer to complete. Wow. Collection, what are we sitting at? 3,600 exactly out of 3,752 items. We're missing a piece of luggage. It's a box. I did go back through... Oh, these are all the cousins' planets. I did go back through, though, and I did this off camera, but I went through here and I collected these. Mistakes during the game can result in these letters falling down from overhead. Somewhat fed up with the A for always wanting to stand out above the rest. That pesky A came along once again to ruin the alphabetical order. Insert an E between the C and the O to become a successful member of society. I'm sorry, did they just jab at the publisher? Because I can only read that as sarcasm. Insert an E between the C and the O to become a successful member of society. One little thing I like here, I love that your character is sitting on the scroll on the left side. But there should be, in the royal family, we've got a new one. We've got a couple here. Remember the royal family was probably still rolling up Katamari's. I don't like the S on Katamari's. We can't tell for sure because he's so small. Look here, anytime for a dose of kingliness. We always strive to watch over the prince and the others with the utmost kindness. A queen who wait. Sorry. This now reveals that this is written by the king. Look here anytime for a dose of kingliness. We always strive to watch over the prince and the others with utmost kindness. A queen who boasts of having the same magnificence as the king. As of late, she enjoys going on walks with all of the prince's little cousins. Because, yeah, her cutscenes are all her kind of going on a journey. The father of the king of all cosmos, both kind and strict, secretly wields a bamboo sword. Is that a secret? But yeah, like, I'm missing little things in all of these. And they don't tell you where. I did apparently manage to get the missing dog. Nope, I still don't have the missing dog thing. What are you? It's weird, too, because it's like, I don't have it, right? But the icon for the area is that dog that I have not rolled up. I don't know. I love this game so much. This game makes me happy. This game is my happy place for a reason. Also, whoever played the King's Aura, bravo. But yeah, no, I'm very, very pleased with this game. They did a great job. I wish there was an unending level like the Million Roses. Even if it was just the Million Roses again, I think that would be fine. Obviously, it's not the most exciting thing they could do, but I think the Million Roses would have been a fine one to do. I think they should have done like 10 million or 100 million roses, or even be absurd and go 1 billion roses, you know? I think would have been absolutely great. Because they can put more in the level now, right? And they could have had the magnet power-ups and things and all of that. But I thank you all for hanging out today. It has been fun. I have had a good time. I'm gonna try and sketch some card layouts and see how I feel about them. A scroll is simple, but it doesn't feel eye-catching to me. Like I want something that really pulls off a thing. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. But I'm gonna test out some shapes, see what I can get. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for hanging out. It has been a fantastic one. As a reminder, I am not streaming tomorrow. Cleo will be streaming tomorrow. I am not streaming tomorrow though. I will be streaming again on Friday morning. So if you are excited for my streams, weirdo. But I appreciate you. You are all cool and fine and great and fantastic. And I love you. I'm going to send you away today. You know what? Sloy's live. I don't know why Sloy is still live. Sloy may be ending soon. I don't know. It's late for Sloy or early for Sloy. I'm not sure. I'm going to send you over to Sloy. So if you don't know Sloy, Sloy is a great person. Sloy will be kind. Sloy will be fantastic. I really need to stream with Sloy again at some point. But I hope you all have a fantastic one. Take care of yourselves. Catch me in the Discord later. I'll probably be watching some anime since the anime sites are working again. Everybody tell Sloy that he looks very pretty today. That is all I ask of you. I love and appreciate y'all, and I hope you have a good one. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
コスモを感じるわ。